Hello, lost souls. My name is Nyla, and I will be your guide through the abyss. My hair is a little bit of a mess right now because I just woke up and I gotta make this video for tomorrow. Um, so, the consumer mindset. Someone's got something that you don't have and you need, right? So you go buy the thing that you think you need that everyone else has, and it doesn't fulfill you, right? Now you're looking at everyone else, what everyone else has that you don't have. And a lot of it you can't afford. So you look at your life and you see your life as being less abundant because you don't have the money or the things that other people have. The consumer mindset is keeping us all in a state of lack, in the mindset of lack. Um, It's keeping us all in this idea that we need more, that we need to buy more, that we need to own more. And then our lives become cluttered with a bunch of stuff that we never really needed. Um, but we bought it because media, these online websites that pop up, these only so much in stock, uh, you know, only so much in stock. The rush to buy it mindset, you know, and it's created this lack, this idea that if you don't have all the stuff, all the knickknacks, and that you're not really living your best life, right? All of this useless stuff that didn't used to exist, you know, 50, 60 years ago that nobody would have been thinking about at all. Uh, you know, the the new cell phones, the fancy TVs, you know, you have uh fancy laptops, and me specifically, recording equipment. I'm using, free uh editing softwares to make these videos, to edit them, to add in the intro and the outro that I've been using. That outro is uh a non-copyright free video clip that I got off the internet. Uh, so you don't actually need all of this stuff. Um, you don't have to have it in order do to well, for me specifically, you don't have to have it to make YouTube videos. Uh, you don't have to have all of this junk and clutter in your life in order to feel abundant, in order to feel like that your life is successful and fulfilled and abundant. Um, the idea that all of this stuff is going to make you happier is just not true. Um, the more you buy, the more you're gonna want to buy because the consumer mindset is just that: buy, buy, buy this. You need this thing, you need that thing, and this thing is gonna make you happier. This thing is gonna make you happier, and it's one hurdle over another, over another, over another to get the next big thing that's never going to fulfill you the way that um the way that just knowing yourself and being within knowing yourself uh, will fulfill you. You know, the thing that will really get you fulfillment in your life is to go take a walk in nature. Just go take a walk in nature. Go find you a path somewhere or a stretch of woods that's not on private property. Get away from, everything and everyone. Go out there by yourself. Take a walk through nature and watch how peaceful, calm, quiet, serene it is, and how much your mind shifts shifts from that rush. Gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that mindset to having your thoughts just disappear. Your thoughts will just vanish, and you will be in this state of bliss that you didn't think you could ever reach. Nature is a nature is God's God's source energies um medicine for the consumer mind, for the ego, for the false self, for all of that. Getting out into nature it's a medicine. It will help you. Mm, Sorry, it's cold and my allergies are acting up. Um, so, like I said, like I've been saying, consumer mindset is everywhere. It's it's not helpful. It's gonna keep you stuck on this idea that you don't have enough, that you aren't enough. Eventually, your mind will get there. You know, con- eh, considering the fact that you don't have enough, you don't have the money to get all the stuff. Then eventually, your mind's gonna start slipping into, well, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm to blame for all the the problems in my life that keep it so that I can't have all of this stuff that I don't really need, right? And then from that point, it will just spiral downward. It'll spiral downward further and further and further until you reach a state of depression or, you know, a state of uh yeah, just a state of depression, a state of anxiety, a state of self self-loathing, um just a really bad place to be. So when you see people who have all the things, all the stuff, um know that those people are not really happy. Those people who have all of those things are usually in a massive amount of debt because they bought all of these things not really thinking about it, and now they're having to pay it all off, and they're not really doing well financially because of all of these payments that they have. uh, the richest people are actually the most poor people, um, mentally, physically, um, and most of the time, financially. They look like they have a lot of money, but they've bought so much stuff that they're paying off that they are basically broke. And they're depressed and they're going through a big dark night of the soul. Because they weren't responsible with the money that they had, and they had so much of it that they thought that, they could afford to buy all of these things. And it turns out that they really didn't. And they didn't take the time to think about, all these payments stacking up on top of one another. They didn't think about, investing the money that they had in order to keep a steady stream of money coming in so that they don't end up in debt. But that's what happens when you gain a lot of money, right? You gain a lot of money, you think you have a lot of power. A lot of power. And money is not power. Money just becomes a problem. The more money you have, the more problems you have, right? That's always how it ends up. The more money you have, the more problems you got. And it's always been that way. But the system would have you think that that the more money you have, the more successful you are, the easier your life's going to be, the easier that things in general are going to be. But that's just not the truth. Rich people have more problems than ever. Rich people are constantly talking about how many problems that having a lot of money has given them. And then, somewhere along the line, someone has to file bankruptcy, right? And they're back to square one. They're back to, not having any money. Well, then having all that money was, you know, kind of a waste of time for them because they went and they spent because they wanted all the stuff. They wanted all the stuff they see on, you know, Twitter and Instagram and all the social medias, all the social medias that are mostly fake, especially influencers. A lot of the photos and stuff that they're taking, they don't actually own that stuff. They rented it, or they found a fancy car sitting somewhere and they took a picture with it. They don't actually own it, right? There's influencers faking stuff all the time. It's social media, it's on social media. You can't prove that they don't own it unless you yourself see them taking pictures beside a car that doesn't belong to them, right? But we have video footage of this type of behavior. It's online. We see it. People just, people just don't take the time to do their research. And then they see this stuff on social media and it makes them depressed that they don't have this stuff, that they can't afford this stuff. Stop looking at other people's stuff. Stop desiring other people's stuff. It's just stuff. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make you any better or worse of a person that you don't have this stuff. And more than anything, it's just gonna clutter your life. It's gonna keep you from being able to get things to receive things that you actually want. The things that are actually going to make you happy. The things that are actually going to make your life more fulfilled. Your life will be so cluttered with stuff that you don't realize what you really have. You know, if you have family, friends, love that love and support you, you know, you have kids that love and support you, you have all you will ever need. If you're, if you got that one, that one person you love your life, right? If y'all don't, and y'all aren't planning on having kids because you you're not into the whole having raising kids thing, you know, you still have that one person. They love you. You're abundant. You have it. You've got it, man. You're there. And most importantly, if you love yourself the way that you love other people, you've got something that most people on the planet will never have. Think about that. Do you love yourself unconditionally the way that you love that other person? You've got something that the majority of people on planet Earth will never have. And it's not physical. You can't touch it. You can't play with it. You know, it just exists. You have it, and most other people don't have it, and probably never will. So be happy with that. Know that you have something within yourself that nobody in this lifetime will achieve. Be proud of that. Be proud of yourself. You've got it, man. You've got the abundance that you were searching for. You had it all along. You just couldn't see it because of all of this consumer bullshit, right? You got it. Yeah. Isn't that a thought, right? Isn't that a thought? But yeah, that'll uh that'll wrap up the end of this message. Um, go ahead and pull some cards. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Let's see what the spirits have to say. I'm gonna pull two cards this time. I might pull three. I don't know. We'll see how it feels. We will see how it feels. Guidance and wisdom for the collective, please, spirit. Guidance. Guidance and wisdom. Mother Hecate, if you want to add your wisdom into this reading, we would not be opposed of it. You are invited to add your wisdom within this reading, Mother Hecate. Mother Hecate. You're always welcome here, Mother Hecate. Your wisdom is invaluable to me, especially, right? having a little bit of difficulty shuffling these cards because I'm doing it on my bed in front of the just right in front of this laptop. Not the ideal place for it, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right. Get into these two cards, and if I feel like it, I might pull a third. We'll just see how the reading goes. All right. So, Moonology card. Moonology tarot card. Disseminating moon. Time to take time to breathe out. Yes. It's time to take a deep breath and let go of all of that consumer mindset bullshit. Right? Time to let it go. And then we have Earth card. May your warmth take in the gaze. May your warm. Sorry, I'm having some having trouble speaking. It's really cold, and I need to take a drink. All right. May your warmth take in the gazing flame. On the shivers, they melt away. Mm, right. That's that inner love. That's that self-love, right? May the warmth carry you further than anyone else at this time. All right, let's look these cards up in the book. First one, first one will be the Moonology card. If I can find it in this book. Some of the cards are not where they're supposed to be in this book. I discovered in the last video. All right. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences, rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now, and give yourself and others time to relax, breathe. We can't be go- we can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or have failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation, and then be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself life goes in cycles. Right. Attune to the moon. I am where I am, and it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful way of thinking. I am where I am, and it's okay. I am where I'm supposed to be. I don't need any more or any less than what I already have. Right? You don't need it. The system, the matrix has convinced you that you need it, but you don't. You are where you are, and it's okay to be where you are. Yeah. All right, so let's get in. Let's see what this other card has to say. We'll see what it has to say. Come, dear, and sit by the fire. Earth comes to a reading when you are cold, rigid, and perhaps seeing things from a logical perspective. You are being guided to warm your soul and to experience life from the heart. Your emotions don't care about logic or reason. The heart feels what it feels in this situation. Your heart is wiser than your mind. Listen to your inner knowing to guide you. You may feel conflicted. Your mind might be telling you to be more practical, to more responsible, more sensible. This is your ego operating from a place of fear. Your soul knows what you need, and it is letting you know through what you feel. Allow this wisdom to be heard, and all will be well. Right? 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 You know instinctively what you need and what you don't need. Allow those instincts to tell you what you need and what you don't need. Don't ignore your instincts. Let your heart and um your divine right and left brain tell you what you really need, and your don't let yourself be consumed by consumerism, right? Because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to make you happy. And it never will, it never did, and it never will. Alright. Hmm. Yeah. A new start is coming. That's at the bottom of the Moonology deck. New start is coming. No, I forgot to show the cards to the screen. There we go. Yeah, a new start is coming. I think that perfectly encapsulates this video, right? New start. Moving away from consumer mindset and into mindset of abundance, a mindset of I have everything that I need right now and I don't need more than what I already have. But yeah, um, I think that will wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment down below what your thoughts are. Um, I hope this video has earned your subscription, and yeah, I don't really know what the next video will be. I don't have any ideas, but I'm sure they will come to me as I'm going through my paces through the day. But yeah, um, that's gonna be it for this one. I will see you all in the next